What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Thing in PvP. Now this may sound kind of odd, but it's something that I stumbled across when I was making a Black Bolt review video. So yeah, basically I started out making the Black Bolt review, and I've been saying for a little while now that I really wanted to try him out with Future Foundation Thing, or maybe P5 Colossus. And the reason for this is because he provides ambient particles and can increase your entire team's defense. Of course, P5 Colossus also has his own version of increased defense, and then Thing has Tough Guy. So I figured, why not try these guys out together and also use the Emerald Prism. But what ended up happening completely transformed my video idea. First, I thought I was in big trouble because the computer kept getting every proc, and it looked like my agent wasn't even going to get a turn. I just kept hoping I at least got to use the Emerald Prism before he died. But then I looked at Thing and I actually forgot the fact that Stonewall not only protects, but it also gives him a shield. Well, I of course used Stonewall mainly to try to keep my agent alive, and I think it was successful because Rogue goes ahead and gets blocked by Thing on her second attack. That attack may have very well killed my agent, but Thing does take it, and he takes no damage. The other good news is whenever Thing protects, he gets an extra turn. So even though Rogue stunned him, he's going to take a turn, and then that's going to cause the stun to go away. So he'll still get a turn when he's supposed to. And that's because of that extra turn, like I said. I know it sounds kind of weird, but I think you know what I mean. So now on my agent's turn, I am going to get to use the Emerald Prism. But we decide to go ahead and use that on the Thing. So now he's going to get increased defense when he protects. So right away Ares hits him with Personal War, does 0 damage. Then I get some more ambient particles, Tough Guy kicks in, and increased defense. At this point I'm starting to see how overpowered this combination can be. And the other thing is, remember, Thing is immune to bleeding, burned, and chilled, and he has a very high crit resistance. So Ares and Electra won't be able to put bleed on him. At this point our agent is gone, but at least he got that Emerald Prism off. Now at this point in the battle, I still was thinking that I was going to lose. And another reason for that is because I picked Thing as a scrapper, because I just wanted to show him off with Black Bolt and a Bruiser agent. So right now he's facing 2 Bruisers who are going to get enraged by him. So I figured that's a pretty bad idea, and I'm definitely going to lose because of it. But to my surprise, every time they attacked him, they did no damage, or very little damage at all. And they couldn't even break his shield. On top of that, we're hardly able to do any damage, because of things like that 10,000 yard stare. But we do use the Royal Flight, and we at least gain increased speed. On Thing's turn, we refresh Stonewall, and go ahead and put a fresh shield on him. But now we have to go through Rogue's extra turn from Kree, speed, and also from the Shepherd Staff. So she's going to get a lot of attacks here. And she does start to dent Thing's shield. She also has the Scrapper ability, so she does a follow-up attack. So we're just taking tons of attacks here, and Thing is standing through it all. Then he also gets to attack back, and that's once again do the Stonewall, and it's a really awesome ability. It's just crazy how it's magnified by ambient particles and the Emerald Prism. On his attacks, we still have a dilemma, and that's the fact that they do have Bruisers, including a Bruiser agent that protects from melee. So we decide to try the Fault Line, and put Slowed on both of the Bruisers, but we do miss Rogue because she's a flyer. Through all of this, Black Bolt isn't even getting touched, and I do know someone like Electra could attack him since she is stealthy, but many teams use Rogue and Ares, so they're going to be blocked by Thing. As the barrage of attacks continues, I start to realize that they're not going to be able to hurt Thing. There's pretty much nothing they can do. They may not even make it through his shield. His defense is through the roof at this point. So all these brawls, these follow-ups, war never changes, it really doesn't matter. He takes on all attacks, and he keeps that shield going. So as you can see, it's only down to 6,000, and now he's going to get to attack once again. But Ares is there with the 10,000 yard stare, and I really hate that passive at this point. Still, at this point, we're not worried about those enraged bruisers at all. So we're just going to go ahead and keep whittling down their agent. And we'll just keep attacking with melee attacks. It really doesn't matter. Because I don't think the thing is even able to be hurt. At least not by this popular team and setup. He truly has become invincible. We also get to wait for Black Bolt's abilities to come off cooldown. So on his next turn, he is going to get a chance to use his level 6. But we actually forgot about Ares' extra turns here. So we have to wait through a few more attacks. And at this point, our shield was down to 5,000. But it's still holding up pretty well. Ares is fully enraged, I believe. But we're going to go ahead and just keep attacking their agent. That's mainly because she would block the melee attack anyway. It would be nice to take out Ares, but there's nothing we can do at this point. And just now, they go ahead and proc War Never Changes on Rogue and Ares, with Thing's shield already partway down. So this was pretty much the big moment of the battle. If they couldn't damage him with all these procs, then there was no way they were going to take him out. In the future, I'm probably going to try Thing as a bruiser, and just imagine him if he gets enraged. I know there aren't too many scrappers out there, but still an enraged Thing, with all these defensive benefits, he would literally take no damage. He is extremely impressive, and he may just be the answer against these teams. Because like I said, he can't even be affected by bleed effects. So yes, Elektra would be able to attack Black Bolt, and possibly take him out, but she wouldn't be able to put any bleeds on Thing, and he still would have this incredible defense. So I really don't know what would happen there. I know that Ambient Particles is helping him out, which was originally why I teamed these two up, but without it, I'm thinking he would still be a pretty tough brick wall. But I can't fully assess that situation until I come up against an Elektra team, so we'll see what happens in the future with this. But like I was saying earlier, Whisper did come off cooldown, and we were able to use it and finish their agent. Next we're going to hit Rogue with Kingly Fists, that way she's off balance, and hopefully we stop some of those counterattacks. With Thing we will use Stonewall and refresh his shield. So now they have no hope once again. And he just keeps that Ambient Particles and increased defense, and everything else that he has built up. And maybe, just maybe, future Foundation Thing will be the end of the Ares and Rogue team. If you have him, I certainly recommend trying him. Now on Black Bolt's turn, his big move is finally off cooldown. He has his power word. The only thing is, it won't finish Rogue. So we're going to go ahead and wait to use it until she's a little closer to death. That way we don't get rid of our Ambient Particles just yet. One thing I do want to note is it's important not to have an Infiltrator on your team. And that's because Rogue can steal that class, and she'll become stealthy. And that's very bad because she will go after Black Bolt. But here we are nearing the end, and Black Bolt and Thing are still at full health. So this was a pretty epic tryout. And like I said, it did start out as a Black Bolt review, but it quickly became about the Invincible Thing. On Thing's turn, we will use the Gizmo Sandwich and try to stun Rogue. I also think it may drop her low enough to use Power Word. So as soon as Black Bolt gets his turn, we're going to use Power Word and end this battle. And that will be the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope Thing impressed you as much as he did me. Maybe this will give you some ideas on your attacking or defensive team, though I'm not sure how the AI would handle them. Either way, I would like to thank you all for watching, and ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. In the future, good luck, and take care.